Hi, my name is Sabrina. I'm 26 this year. I've been a student at Sing School since Jan this year, while also part-time with them on marketing. On top of that, I'm also freelancing as a fashion stylist. I work in the music industry during my free time. While I'm not doing any of these, you can catch me backpacking around Southeast Asia, work remotely. So I was in law school for a couple of years. This was right before the pandemic, and that period of time was definitely a wake up for me to get serious with my career, what I want to do in life. So I started working from the bottom at entry level, but because it was during the pandemic, the companies that I joined, they had to let go of new employees during the pandemic in order to survive. So I interned at a law firm, went into real estate, sales, and advertising, but nothing was really working out for me until I started to code again on my free time. I was teaching myself to code, and I've spent a year and a half in learning to code. So what I realized was that I've done it before when I was younger. The class in my primary school was teaching us how to build websites with a domain and everything. It was pretty in-depth. And then during the Tumblr and Spacetime, I would write and edit the code, the HTML code, HTML, CSS code there, because I didn't like how it looked. So that was also part of code. So when I picked coding back up, it was very natural for me. The bonus points would definitely be the career prospects in the tech industry and the ability to work anywhere I wanted. Pretty much the best decision I've made after quitting law school. I've thought of it, but I haven't defined what dev roles I wanted to get into yet. So right now I'm keeping my options open, but I know that I'm interested in the design aspects of coding. Probably work for a company that combines tech with their business and everything. Later on, start one. But a first goal for me is probably to get a job abroad or a remote job. I'd say my attention span is quite short. So every time I got stuck on a problem, I gave up almost immediately. I know diving into coding can be hard. I just can't pick and choose what I want to learn and not learn and everything. But that's probably something I struggle with. Following up on my last point about having a short attention span, that's basically why I joined Sigma School, because I get the guidance, help, and support whenever I need it, and also how they write the learning process as well to make it engaging and educational. So it doesn't feel like I'm sitting through a class, and that in itself has a huge impact on my productivity level. Another reason being that it's very well within my budget, and I didn't have to take out another loan for my studies like how I did before. Right now, I'm currently studying while traveling away from home, and I like to focus on building an environment where I can do that full time and move around. It's definitely the most rewarding part of the experience. I think later on, I'll definitely be looking for a job as soon as I finish, I get my portfolio out, and I start applying for jobs.